I can't believe I believed everything we had was last. So young and naive of me to think she was from your past. Silly of me to dream of one day having your kids. Love is so blind, it feels right when it's wrong. I can't believe I fell for your schemes. I'm smarter than that. I'm naive to believe that with me you're a changed man. Foolish of me to compete when you cheat, when who's winning. It took me some time, but now I'm moved on. Because I realize I got myself and that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. Be myself and that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. Controlling, and you say that you love me, but you don't. Your family told me one day I would see it on my own. Next thing I know, I'm dealing with your 3 kids in my home. Love is so blind, it feels right when it's wrong. Now that it's over, stop calling me, come pick up your clothes. Ain't no need to front like you're still with me. All your homies know, even your very best friend tried to warn me on the low. Took me some time, but now I am strong. Because I realize I got myself and that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. Be myself and that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. Got me, myself, and I know that I will never disappoint myself. All the ladies, if you feel me, help me sing it out. I'm sitting with you. Yeah, you hurt me, but I learned a lot along the way. After all the rain, you'll see the sun come out again. Hey, I know that I will never disappoint myself. I'm crying. All the ladies, if you feel me, help me sing it out. I'm sitting with you. You hurt me, but I learned a lot along the way. After all the rain, you'll see the sun come out again. I be myself and that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. Be myself and that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend.
Tell me how have you seen her? It was about 5 minutes ago when I seen her hottest chick that a youngin' never seen before. I say, yo, tell the girls I wanna meet her. On second thought, that ain't the way to go. I gotta give her game proper, spit it so she get it. There she is, I gotta stop her. Or should I talk about a smile? Or what about a style? I'm out of time, she's out the door, I gotta go for mine. Or should I talk about a smile? Or what about a style? I'm out of time, she's out the door, I gotta go for mine. Let the girl say, excuse me, miss. Oh yeah. And I gotta admit that you got my attention. You're making me want to say, oh. Are you tryna leave? You miss. I said I dance with you. How I love to keep you here with me, yo baby. Now so they grab hold of my hand, and let's pretend the flow is ours. You say you don't really dance. We just one, two step. Now with the music is moving too fast. Grab my hand a little tighter. Don't be afraid to move a little closer. Girl, there's something about you that makes me wanna say, you're making me want to say, oh, are you tryna leave?
Okay, so I had this entire setup for you guys with OBS and had videos and recaps and all that good stuff. I have no clue what happened, but for some odd reason, I can't seem to connect Renee to the live. So we're going to do this again. We're going to add Renee to this live. Thank you for bearing with me. Everybody knows how technology is, but I'm just going to do it on my phone because it's just going to be a lot easier. So once Renee joins in, then I'll be able to add her to the live. I haven't seen her. Hey, Bussa. Hey, Boutique by Belle. Hey, Debbie. Thank you guys for joining. There is Renee. Let's get her in. You see, it's a lot easier to do it on the phone, but for some odd reason, I have no clue what is. But okay, we're adding her in. So once she joins in, then we'll be able to get the conversation started. I'm so upset. I really had everything set up for you guys. This was going to be a bomb kind of moderation thing, but it's not allowing me to do it. So hopefully she can come in. But in the meantime, while she's getting herself inside here, Renee, if you are able to request it again. Oh, there you go. Finally. Yay. Hello, Miss Renee. I can't hear you. If you could fix your audio a little bit for us.
Not sure.
Oh, perfect. Now we hear you a lot better. So I'm kind of upset because I had this whole thing set up for us. I really had a whole video like the way I typically do my live streams, but you know what? I'm always the type person, I go with the flow, so it is what it is. So
Listen,
tell us.
I was completely panicking because I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm not with it.
No, listen, I'm used to technology. I'm in the world of media marketing, so when it comes to this kind of stuff, I'm like panic free. Everybody understands. They understand what's going on. But for our viewers who are tuning in, please let us know a little bit about Renee, and then I'll tell everybody a little bit about myself. I haven't been able to introduce because I'm still around. But please let everybody know who Renee is.
So I am Renessta of ReneeOStyleLab, celebrity stylist, fashion editor at Fashion Reverie magazine. And you have to forgive me because I've literally had 3 events. I just ran from Gotham Hall to find someplace to go to do this because I was covering the red carpet for the 2024 American Designer Awards.
Nice.
I hope you all can hear me. My apologies if you can't. So I'm in the Starbucks ready to talk. Final.
Yes. Well, I'm happy you gave us the time to chat, and I definitely understand when it comes to covering the red carpets. Tell us a little bit about that event. What is it exactly?
So it's the American Designer American Image Awards, and Wes Gordon is this year's Designer of the Year. And it's really not it is a fashion event, but it's the movers and the shakers that are behind the scenes, funding the collections, funding the PR companies, funding the department stores. And this is their annual gala, and it was held at Gotham Hall tonight. So as a style editor for a magazine, I was offered the chance to come cover the carpet. And I did that, and then I was like, I gotta go. 7 o'clock is coming. So,
well, we are happy to have you. Well, for those who don't know a little bit about me, I didn't get to introduce myself. I'm a fashion, entertainment, lifestyle media personality. But today we are here to dive in deep with Bridal Fashion Week. That was amazing. Bridal Fashion Week is my favorite fashion week. Just simply because it's shorter. It's a lot more exquisite, a lot more personal. And I just feel like you get more of your bang for your buck when it comes to Bridal Fashion Week. You could actually take your time and look at the clothing, look at the detail, and actually enjoy the fashion rather than rush from show to show. What are your thoughts?
I absolutely concur. I like it. I like both, but for different reasons. So when they say luxury, bridal, that's it, exactly what it is. From the venues to what is being served, to the suites that hosted it, to your gifts, to the ambiance, to the music that's played. It all screams luxury.
All luxury, and I sincerely love the luxury for sure. Now let's just jump right into the highlights. Like, let's talk about some of the standout collections and the trends that you saw.
Yeah. You want to go first? What did you see?
Oh, okay, so I'll definitely go first. So everybody that are my followers know that I love a presentation. So my favorite, of course, presentations were both Giovanni and definitely Sophisticated Magazine. Now, when it comes in terms of the trends, my favorite designers are definitely the ones that I always go and see. Francesca Miranda with her, she always has a sexiness to her elegance. It's extremely elegant, but there's like a hidden sexy with her. Whereas if you go to Sarah Noré, she's given us more of the princess, more of the bows and the flowy princess big dresses. And then when you take it over to Nadia's giving us that Mexican style, but yet it's still keeping that quinceañera cuteness to it. I feel like that's what I'm seeing. But when it comes to trends, boleros, that bolero top, removable tops. Definitely the ball gown is coming back. Everybody's staying away from the mermaid, where I'm seeing a lot more ball gowns. And I'm definitely seeing a lot more buttons down the back again. That get button detailing again, for sure.
So we saw a lot of gilded age, Baroque drop waist, the little details like the bows, the finishing bows on the ends, florals on top of sheers. I mean, there was so many 50s inspiration, vintage inspired, the mini cocktail dress, the jumpsuit, so many things.
Jumpsuit is back. The jumpsuit, I was shocked. Francesca, of course, definitely had that. I was shocked to see that again.
Yes, but a lot of people had the jumpsuit. You know, a few people had the jumpsuit.
Well, the thing is, I didn't think it was something that brides typically like to wear. I always thought, you know, we want to keep it cute. We still want to keep it very princessy and still bride wear. But a lot of brides are going to the pants look now.
So, I mean, it's a great, if you're going to get busy on the dance floor, if you want to enjoy your $50,000 reception or your $500 bachelorette reception, and you want to be free, you don't want anything limiting your mobility, that jumpsuit is perfect. And even if you're not having a traditional wedding, maybe you're going to the Justice of the Peace and then you rented out the back room of a restaurant.
Well, now,
you know, you may not want that.
I like that.
You may not want that, right?
Honestly, so when you're saying about the dance floor, dancing on the dance floor, one of the things now that we're jumping into the trends, one of the things that I've been seeing a lot is the flowy dress. It's like big dress, but yet the fabric is extremely light. It's a lot of light tulle, a lot of light chiffon, a lot of
chantilly lace.
Yes. So designers are making these ball gown dresses again, but one of the issues a lot of brides were having is that they got tired of being able to carry that heavy dress all night, and now they're making the jumpsuits, but yet making these big gowns with sheer lightweight fabrics. I wish, and this is what I was talking about in terms of having the OBS set up, because I had images and everything set up to be able to show, but you know what?
So the first presentation that I went to was Mira Zillinger, and
really?
It was yes. I walked in. I didn't know if I was at a reception, if I was at a party. The champagne was flowing. The ladies, the models were. It was a presentation, so there were no seats.
I tell you, so presentations are it.
People were mingling, becoming reacquainted with one another. But the dresses with the sunlight shining through the back were amazing. They were super sheer though. So I'm here to tell you, if you get married in 2025, you got to start now.
Well, talking about that, when it comes to the presentations, a lot of designers were doing this like halo light coming into the room. I felt like last season a lot of them were doing a lot of the floral, a lot of let's fill the room up and make it look like something, whereas this season they took a lot of that out, bought the party aspect, but yet let the sunlight be the natural halo light, which I felt like you said made the dresses stand out more. But the lace
really did. And it's something about natural light, right? It's naturally how God created the earth with the sunlight and everything. We feel better when we're in the sunlight, right? So just being in the atmosphere with the sun shining down on them, the models were smiling, the models were twirling, you know, they just weren't standing there like, I wish this is over. The people were happy. And I think that's partial because the sun was beaming in through the windows on us.
Despite the second day of Fashion Week where we were flooded with the rain. Yeah, I know. And that honestly, that was my first day. I only showed up for 2 out of the 3 days. You went to all 3 days, I'm assuming.
I did.
And how many shows a day did you have?
So the first day I had Mira Zillinger, Inez DeSantos. Maybe I had 3 or 4 that first day.
I would say the same for me for my first day. That's last day of Fashion Week. I had 8 shows. And I'm
okay.
Let's talk about, no, before we get there, I don't want to jump in. You know what, forget, let's just jump right into it. Let's talk about our favorite memorable moments. Like, we talked about Sophisticated Magazine making the end of Fashion Week the end-all, be-all. Like, that was the event to be at and the best event to end an amazing Fashion Week. I wish New York Fashion Week would end Fashion Week that way, where you just get food and relax and just decompress. That was nice.
And that if you remember, I don't know how many seasons you've been going to Fashion Week. There used to be lounges, right? Mercedes
someone who remembers. Yes, I've been saying it. I've been going since 2012. I know you've been going longer. No, I'm lying. I've been going since 2006. Because I went to FIT. But yes, I used to say that all the time. Samsung used to be able to sponsor the lounges where we would get our cell phone battery brand new. Like, I remember. Yes,
you can have snacks, and you were able just to sit down. So I could be like, Q, meet me over here. You know, I'm in between shows. And you just had a chance just to decompress, just to unwind, just to, if you were up against a deadline, and I was always up against a deadline, because my magazine wants to stop now. They can't even wait 24 hours.
Yes.
They want something now. So, you know, you were typing away, like, trying to get something.
And I remember that because that was us. We would literally finish one show, go into the lounge, fix. All right, right to the next show. And that was where the era before, you know, social media was a thing, but the blogging was the biggest thing. So whichever blog was able to get their footage and stuff out first was the one. And I've been telling people, don't worry, I'm on my way. I'm trying to bring that lounge back. I've been working on it. So
I need the lounge because I'm a little bit older now. And it's too much for me to be running from show to show.
Don't worry.
So that's why
I'm in works right now. I've been working on it for a very long time, but I'm just like, don't worry. I got a couple of people, but that I remember those days. That was amazing. But okay, let's jump back in. Who were your favorite designers and what were your favorite collections?
Okay, so Mark Ingram has his own atelier on Madison Avenue. And I mean, he had so many trends he was showcasing. He was showcasing the little bow. He was showcasing black on Ivy antique lace. He had a little Jackie O. He had some vintage. But it was beautiful. He had detachable. He had jumpsuits. He had all of it. But the quality, and see, that's the thing, you know, being realistic, everyone is not going to be able to afford a couture wedding gown, and he is a couturier.
I mean,
so that's a simple level of excellence, right?
I feel like that's what you should get for your wedding, though, a couture gown that you're able to pass down through generations because it appreciates.
Q, being honest, you know, how many women can spin? How many can spin? I got married during the pandemic. It came from David's Bridal. It was $199. Did I want something fabulous? Yes, I did. When we have our vow renewal, will I have something fabulous? Of course I will. But at the time, everything was closed. I had to go where it was open. So, you know, you got to be, you don't want to go into debt as a new bride.
That's true.
So
very, very true.
And if you're not saving your money for those hat and gowns, then you got to get some, you know, modest price dresses and modest price gowns. There's nothing wrong with that either.
Okay.
But he was one of my favorites. He was one of my favorites. Nardos. Oh my goodness. You know, she has a new atelier on Madison Avenue as well. Aziza Zenabal, darling of the industry, showed out.
Yes.
So, some of my favorites.
honestly, you mentioned that the black dress, and I saw a lot of designers have a black dress in their collection, whether it's one or two, but almost every designer had one black dress. What do you think this trend of black dresses, or just the single black dresses, it
So you
means?
know that's a little too modern for me, but
You think? I
it's
felt
too
like it.
modern.
I felt like it was
But I
always
mean,
a thing. Like even when you would watch the Will Smith show, or yeah, there was that. What was her? Hillary wore a black dress. Well, of course that's because the guy ended up dying in a skydiving accident. But my thing was that I felt like that was the big fashionable moment for her, because that brought a trend of black wedding dresses. No.
and people are having, you know, weddings where they're asking the guests to dress in all black.
And that's becoming a big thing as well. You know what?
Yeah.
You just gave me a research to search on. I want to know what this whole trend of black dresses is, and where it came from, and why is it coming up so quickly.
You know, it's for the Gothic bride.
But no, they were so cute. I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking about it, but okay, we'll move on.
Right. So, you know, but I also saw a lot of pastels. I saw powder blue dresses.
Yes.
I saw lavender dresses. I saw dresses with floral, you know, motifs on them.
Yes. Yes,
So,
I agree. Me too.
It really is something for everybody.
But
you don't have to be the...
I felt like we're used to seeing those dresses. It was the black that took me by surprise, because the lilacs, the light blue, the something blue, we're always used to seeing it. But once I saw the black, and I saw it in multiple designers, I was like, there must be something here. I don't know. We'll come back to that. We'll definitely talk about that.
Okay.
But let's move on to the behind the scenes before we jump to the closing thoughts. The behind the scene experience. Tell me your experience throughout the behind the scenes of whether it's the traveling from show to show, the stuff that people do not know. A lot of people think Fashion Week is just glitz and glamour, and you look good, you look great, you take pictures here, you're with models, you're drinking, you're eating. But tell us, what was your behind the scenes experience?
So, you know, I've been in the business a long time. I'm not an influencer, so I'm not necessarily dressed up. I kind of look the way I look every day. You know, I'm a church girl, so I always have on a dress. I've always got on pearls. This is me. This is how I look. So I'm known, you know, for my lifestyle luxury dresses. Yeah. But traveling in that monsoon, like almost... I was like, I'm going home. Like, it was so crazy, like jumping over puddles that turned into rivers, you know. But when we got to like the plaza, because I saw you coming up the red carpet doing your thing, when we got to the plaza and I saw that red carpet roll down, and I was walking up those steps, and the PR girls were in the lobby greeting us, I just knew something special, something magical was going to happen. So I left all of the gloom outside, and I embraced being in such a luxurious place. The Plaza Hotel is wonderful, wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot help but to go there and your mood changes. And then to see everyone, I was like, oh, I know her, I know him, oh, I know them, you know. And to have something hot to drink, and champagne, and coffees, and espressos, and then just to be able to sit without being rushed was like everything to me.
You know, so funny, as I listen to your story, you just make it sound so amazing and glorious and glamorous. And my story is like, girl, by the time I got out of the rain, I had to walk up 12 flights of stairs to get to the first show because of the line for the elevator was out the door, and I was late for the first show. So by the time we made it to
but we all were late. And let me
yeah. We were all late, but Julie said it. The Plaza experience was amazing. It was beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but climbing those stairs, that was one for the books. I'll never forget that. I climbed 12 flights of stairs, 12 flights, 12 floors to the Plaza Hotel.
You got your steps for the day that day.
Yes, I did. More. to the point where the PR people was amazing. Like you said, they definitely did what they had to do. They were offering me water after water. Then the lady just kept feeling so bad for me. She was like, "Do you need anything else?" So it was amazing that they were really consoling right after. But it was a little crazy. But I felt like once we went back again, when the line, you know, once everybody settled, then I was able to take the elevator, take the experience, and so on. But yes, you are absolutely right. People don't understand the chocolate, the what is it? Trekking it through the rain and the mud.
I was like, if this, and then by the time I left Nardos on the second day, it was like a monsoon, typhoon, wind was blowing, hurricane,
Yes.
and I had to track all the way back to Brooklyn. And a brand had bought me a look to Nardos to meet me. So by the time I got home, my bag was broken. I was like holding my stuff, trying to get in the house. I called my husband and was like, "Can you meet me at the train? My things are about to fall out this bag, and I gotta shoot this campaign." So, but it was amazing. I had a wonderful time. And like you were saying earlier, the difference is that you really have to be invited, right?
Yeah.
You have to really be an editor. You have to really be a photographer. You have to really be a media personality. You can't just sneak in.
Yeah. Like, and the work has to go somewhere. It has to be something. What if you can't just come in and say I'm a photographer and they're gonna ask you, where is this being published? Where are you going to? Then they're gonna need to verify, because a lot of people did not. Yeah, it becomes a thing. But you're right. It's a whole process, but once you get in, it's amazing. So give me your closing thoughts. Tell us a little bit. What do you want for those who are aspiring to be in the same room like the young ones, or what are your closing thoughts in general?
So we didn't talk. Okay, before we did that though, did you see the mini dresses? What did you think about those mini dresses?
You didn't talk about the mini dresses. Yes, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like the puffy mini dress, but another designer had another type of mini dress that it had a tulle skirt underneath it and it was removable. I love that.
Yes, isn't that so cute?
I loved it. I may get that.
So I loved it. I mean, like I said, there was enough trends to satisfy anyone and everyone's taste and budget. But if you want to get into this business, and I've been in this business a very, very long time, you need to intern with somebody, you need to study your craft, you need to read, you need to know history and fabrics and textiles. It's more than just going to the shows.
Yeah.
It's more than just being, I had this outfit on, take my picture. You know, it's more to that, than that. And if you're serious about it, you're going to invest. Anything that you love, anything that you're serious about, you're going to invest. Maybe you can't go to FIT and get a degree, but you can take a certificate program. You can go to the museums and study, and when they have different exhibits, fashion exhibits.
Yep.
All of that will just build you as a person that wants to be in the fashion industry.
And that's simple as that. I appreciate that you said that about the certificates, because honestly, that's where I started first. I was doing pre-college programs. Yeah.
So I wanted to go to FIT. My older sister went to FIT, did not finish, and my dad said he was not paying for another FIT degree.
Well, if you're from New York, the in-state tuition is only $5,000 a semester. Now, out-state tuition goes up to $30,000, but if you're in New York, it's not that bad.
My sister made him have enough, and he was like, "You got to get an academic degree and tell whatever boyfriend or man you get, a husband to get, that you want to go to FIT later, and let him pay for that." So I did the certificate program too. I wasn't able to do the FIT degree, but my academic degree is in political science with a concentration in international relations. So even when I would travel, working at law firms, working on big cases, I always went to the fashion museums, the museums of history in all of these different countries, because this is something that I was passionate about. I didn't think that I would make a living or make any money doing it. I just love doing it. And because I perfected it, but yet still learning, I'm able to make some residual income doing it.
Well, one thing that you definitely said is that a lot of people did not realize that you can make money doing it. And that was something when I was young, I was like, oh, I want to be a designer. And once I was deterred, I was doing my senior year in college, doing your internship, working with a stylist. He was like, you need to be a media personality, you need to be in the business of fashion, all of this great stuff. So once I really honed down and really jumped into the media side of the fashion world, it really is something that it's not like you go in, oh, we put on this clothes today. You really do still have to know everything about, like, you have to know your trends, you have to know how your clothing are made, you have to know your fibers, you have to know your different types of closures, your different types of hardwares. But like you said, you took the certificate program. The certificate program I did too is still extraneous work. You still learn a lot of stuff before you can even jump into it. I didn't do design at FIT. I did direct and interactive marketing. I didn't get accepted for the design program, but I'm kind of happy that I didn't, because now I became in a world that actually broadens me, because I don't only have to stick to fashion. I can take what I know with fashion and put it in anything else, because honestly, it's just a business at the end of the day. So if you learn how to operate the business, you learn where it starts, how it starts, learn the history, learn all of that, then you're able to apply that skill.
Right, because different fabrics are from different places. You know, where's silk? Who were the silk queens? Where did silk come from? You know, Silk Road. What about this brocades and jacquards? Where does that come from? How was it made? You know, certain colors. How do we create those dyes? All of that is a part of the process. And I think because of the social media, because I'm pre-Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. I just got a TikTok in February this year. So I'm free all of that.
Yeah,
you know, you
like really new.
So all of the young people just want to, not all of them, of course. So let me retract that. A lot of young people just see the glitz and the glory and the gift bags. But this is 20 years in the game. This is not out yesterday and get invited to things. This is interning. This is assisting. This is shoving packages. This is creating mood boards. This is sourcing fabrics. This is, you know, all of that to get to this age and to this point in my life. You got to do the work. There's no shortcut.
As simple as that. Well, you say you didn't have any closing remarks. You basically just gave us a full closing remark. And Julie is absolutely right. There are many ways to learn outside the classroom. I've been doing a lot of programs in schools teaching them that you don't only have to go to school. If you don't have money and you don't go to school, there's a lot of ways you can make money or start your own business. I mean, there's so many other people. But tell everybody, for those who are looking to find out more about Miss Renee, ReneeOStyles, ReneeOStyleLabs, where can they find you?
Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Renee, 2 E's, which is French. So when you see somebody with 2 E's for Renee, that's the French Renee. That's a girl. ReneeO Style Lab. ReneeOStyleLab.
All right.
So please follow.
Please follow. And for myself, you guys may not know, my Instagram is @QTalks, QUI Talks. I am your fashion, entertainment, and lifestyle media personality. Well, till later, you guys. You have anything else, Renee?
No, that's all for me.
Till later, you guys. Bye.
Bye.
I've been all in my phone, I got options. And I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look at you too often.